So you have just landed in Bangkok. You collected your bags, you walked outside the airport, and now you're standing here wondering, how do I actually get into Bangkok using the train system? Well, today we're going to start right here at the airport and follow the train system all the way into central Bangkok. I'm going to show you how the airport rail link, BTS Skytrain and MRT all work and how they are interlinked, how you transfer between them and how you buy your tickets, and how you can use Bangkok's train system to get anywhere around the city. So before I actually explain to you how to get around and how to use the train system itself, I'm going to tell you that Bangkok has a 4 railway system interchange system train system. That's the airport rail link, direct from the airport, runs right through most of Bangkok, most of central Bangkok. You then have your Skytrain, which is your BTS, and you also have an MRT, which is your underground train system, and you also have the general train system, underground train runway system. So once you've collected your luggage and made your way through the arrivals, look for a sign that says Airport Rail Link. You don't need to go outside and sit in Bangkok traffic. The airport rail link station is inside the airport, and this is where you're going to start our journey. Start your journey into Bangkok. Follow the signs downwards towards the train station. You'll find a ticket machine, many ticket machines or ticket counters when you purchase your journey. Now, if you don't know how to use the machines, that's okay. You've got real people that you can speak to. There are cashiers where you can buy your tickets. The airport rail link is a separate rail system from both the BTS and the MRT. So don't expect it to be too simple. It's not one ticket for the entire journey. You might need to buy a ticket per trip. For now, we're just getting from the airport into Bangkok, so we are only going to buy one ticket from the airport link to our destination in Bangkok. Now, if you can't find your destination on the maps, that's okay. You can check for interlinking BTS or interlinking MRT to find your destination. First thing to do is to know where you're going. Plot out your hotel, find the nearest BTS or MRT, or in fact airport rail link on the map, and there's many of them. You might need to interlink 2 or 3 times, but you can definitely travel all the way from the airport to your hotel, or just about to your hotel, and then take a meter taxi or grab to your hotel. The train is clean, it's air conditioned, and most importantly, you avoid all of the traffic. And if you're just arrived in Bangkok after a long flight, it's probably exactly the thing that you want compared to being stuck into traffic. You can sit down, put your bags next to you, and let the train do all the work. One important station that you need to take note of is Phaya Thai. Now here's the part you really want to remember. The airport rail link eventually takes you to Phaya Thai, and Phaya Thai is important because this is where you can connect to the BTS Skytrain. So your journey might look something like this: airport rail link, train, Phaya Thai station, cross over to the BTS, and then go to your destination. If you don't know how to cross over at an interchanging station, you don't need to worry. You just jump off the train and you ask the security where the ticket stations are, or you just follow the signs to the ticket counter, and the ticket counter can help you and even explain the routes to you. Suddenly, the Bangkok train system starts to make a little bit more sense, and now you are above ground and you can clearly see the Skytrain. Once you arrive at Phaya Thai, follow the signs for the BTS. You'll leave the airport rail link system and enter the new BTS system. This is the first thing that can confuse tourists. You're still traveling by train, but now you've changed from one system to another. So you may need to buy another ticket. The BTS is Bangkok's famous Skytrain. You'll see much more of it running elevated tracks above the street, and you will see quite a lot of Bangkok. It's from here that you can start traveling around many of Bangkok's most popular areas. How the BTS works: the BTS has 2 main lines you'll come across, the Sukhumvit line and the Silom line. Don't worry about memorizing these stations. Instead, look at the map, take a photo, find the station that you're at, find the station you want to reach, then follow the color line. If your destination is on the same line, you can simply stay on the train. if you need to change lines, look for an interchange station. Some of the stations are interchange stations and some are just regular stations. If you need to change lines, look for an interchange station, because it's basically like changing lanes on a road. You'll be changing trains instead. But what happens if your destination is not on the BTS or the MRT? Now this is where Bangkok's system gets a little bit more interesting. Because the BTS isn't the only train system in Bangkok, you've also got the MRT. The MRT is Bangkok's metro system that runs underground, with a few sections being elevated. And the MRT reaches parts of Bangkok that are directly served by the BTS. So you might start your journey on the BTS, get off at a connecting station, walk through the station and transfer to the MRT train. BTS and MRT are not the same system. They are two separate train systems. This is probably one of the most important things to understand. When you look at Bangkok's train map, it can look one huge train network, but it's a combination of just smaller routes and smaller networks. The BTS and the MRT are separate systems. That means the ticketing is different. You cannot use one ticket for both BTS and MRT. How do you know which train to take? Now you're probably thinking, okay, but how do I know which train I'm supposed to get on? Honestly, you don't need to memorize Bangkok, and you don't need to memorize the train systems. Instead, use the map for navigation. Put in your destination and look at the route. It will tell you which station to go to, which line to take, and where you need to change. Then, when you're inside the station, follow the specific signs and directions to your specific stations. Bangkok train stations have signs in both English and in Thai. So even if you can't read Thai, you generally can find your way around. It's super simple. Once you've taken it once or twice, you will notice that it's pretty simple. For a simple journey, you can normally buy a ticket at the station. You'll find the ticketing machines depending on which station and system you take. There are also ticketing counters with cashiers. Select your destination, pay, and you will receive a ticket or token. Keep hold of this because you'll need it when you exit a station. Remember that because Bangkok has different rail systems, payment methods aren't necessarily always the same for each network. Don't assume that one ticket uses a card and another ticket uses a scanning system. Some of them use cash. Don't assume that they all use the same. However, you can speak to a cashier. They will help you. So why do we use the trains in Bangkok? Now you might be wondering, why should I bother dealing with all of this? I'll just get a meter taxi. And honestly, sometimes taxi or Grab can be a better option. But Bangkok traffic can be brutal. Honestly, from experience, living in Bangkok for some time, Bangkok's traffic can be brutal. You may save money, but you'll definitely not save time. A journey that looks like it should take 15 minutes on maps can take much longer during rush hour, even a couple of hours. The trains let you travel above or beneath the ground. So for many journeys that aren't around central Bangkok, the train can transfer you faster, cheaper, and are much more predictable than the traffic. The best way to use the transport, and you don't have to choose between different trains and taxis, but the best way to use it to get around is to combine both of them. The train system can take you to your municipality or a couple of blocks close enough to your hotel or your sub-district, and then you can possibly hop onto a meter taxi. That way you'll save a lot of money and a lot of time. So let's go back to where we started. You've landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport. Note there is no train from Don Mueang, only from Suvarnabhumi Airport. You follow the airport rail link. You take the train into Bangkok. At Phaya Thai, you connect to the BTS, or you wait and connect to the MRT. The most important thing to remember is that these are many different train systems, but they work within one big system and they all interlink. There are a couple stations too where the BTS and the MRT line meet. That's the Asok BTS and the Sukhumvit MRT, the Salandeng BTS and the Silom MRT, the Mochit BTS and the Chatuchak Park MRT, the Hat Yet Lak Prao BTS and the Panhon Yontin MRT and the Bangwa BTS and the Bangwa MRT interlink too. I hope that you have found this slightly insightful, and the biggest thing that I want to say to you is don't be intimidated by the train system. It's super easy, everything is in English, and there's so many people to help you. There's a lot of people, security and people, the cashiers will help you. And don't rush, take your time, don't feel overwhelmed. But yeah, definitely it's definitely a great alternative than taking your meter taxi.